Welcome to the Free PMS Ladies podcast show. Whoop whoop. I'm your girl Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
I'm Nick.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the first section of the show, which was what's love got to do with it. But now, as we're in April, we're now doing Diary of a Single Female. As some of you will probably be very surprised to know that I'm single. I know, guys, if some of us, the people listening who haven't seen me, you haven't lived, okay? So I'm single, and it's time to now lock someone down. And I thought, what better way to memorialize all my adventures? And, and just put it on the podcast. I mean, that's the best way, right? So that everybody knows, and I can help my fellow listeners, navigate the dating scene and whatnot. And, I'm a complete baby when it comes to that, because most of my dating history has consisted of me befriending someone first. And then after a little while, it just evolves into something else. I've never actually gone out there and just said to someone, let's go on a date, and we've just started dating and I know nothing really much about them. So this is all new to me. So, I've completely thrown myself in there. I went to,
really has.
Yep. On Sunday, I went to a kind of like a black kind of like dating event by a company called The Kickback. And it was what they kind of call it flow dating. So it was like bowling, and they had like a Wii console, and they had karaoke. So it was just a case of getting all these singles together and then just putting on good music, giving them a drink and seeing what happens, basically.
Drinks must be involved.
Well, so I went with my sister, because she's also single. And, we were kind of mingling. There was decent guys there. I'm not even going to lie, but the women outnumbered the guys like 3-1. It was 3 women to every 1 guy. And there were some decent guys. And I have to admit, some of the girls that I met there, I have to give them their props, because they were a lot younger than me, some of them. And a lot of them had just come on their own. And they were like, look, we mean business. We mean business. So, I started mingling with some of them, chatting to them about the podcast and stuff. You got to market and all that stuff. So, I was asking them, I said, how do you think tonight's going? And there was one girl that I met there, which I'll call Finesse, because when I was doing bowling, she was heckling me, and she said I need to have some more finesse in my bowling skills. So I started calling her Finesse, right? So, I said, how you liking it? She goes, there are too many girls there. And I said, I know what you mean. I said, I wish if all the girls here were ugly and it was just me here as well with them, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm the Beyonce of the night. I wouldn't care, because all the guys would be flocking to me. But there was a lot of attractive young ladies there. So I said, look, yeah, I know there's a lot of girls here, but the vibe here is cool. And she's like, listen, I didn't come here for the vibe.
Wow.
Okay. Like, half my friends are engaged or married. This is serious business. This is an SOS situation. Like, I need to find a man. I'm not playing, that's it. Damn. And I was like, go on, girl. So she was there, like chatting to different guys and stuff. And, it was cool, but I didn't see anybody there that I thought, let me, I chatted. Like, a couple of them approached me. A couple of the guys there approached me, and, having a little bit of a conversation. But I don't know. Maybe it was because I was nervous. Huh?
Were the guys younger?
You know what? The age range was kind of from about 20 to about 45.
That's a big gap.
Exactly. There was not a lot of like 45-year-old-ish, but there was some, and I'm giving you the black 45, so they were probably 55. Okay. So there was a couple there, and then there was a couple that some of the girls I've met, they were like 25, 26, they were quite, like young. So, the spectrum was quite wide, for the age. But I thought, okay. And then after that, we went home. I was a bit nervous and whatnot, but I thought, no, if I'm really doing this dating thing, I've really got to cast a net far and wide. So I've now started doing the dating apps.
Mercy.
Lord God.
Mercy for who? I don't know. Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, guys, it is a gift and a curse. The
Better
the
you than
apps.
me,
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh.
This is what I'm titling this episode. Plenty of catfish, because okay, all right, guys. So I was on free dating apps, right? Yeah. So we got Tinder, which everybody knows of, which I said I wouldn't do,
I think that's
but I did.
Yeah,
it is the trash of the trash. Sorry. You know what I mean? But you know, those of you who keep swiping right for me, you keep doing it, and I will keep swiping left if you're not something that I'm looking for, right? Okay, so we got Tinder. We got Plenty of Fish. So these are the ones you can get for free. Really, you can, like navigate those for free. And then if you're really serious, you might want to go for one of the ones that that you have to pay for. Yeah. So I went on Elite. So I also joined up to Elite Singles. You see, guys, this is how, like, I'm not, listen, I understand this whole method acting thing. So, like, you see how Winona Ryder went and stole something from the shop? You know it was for a roller. You see me? I'm like, no. I need to give the people what they really want to know about, which is dating. And I'm really going to put myself out there. So I went and paid my good money to join up with Elite Singles, only for 2 hours later for me to email them and say, refund my money. So I went, let me just tell you about Elite Singles, right? So I went on Elite Singles. The way that the website looks, it looks so old fashioned, right? Okay. You have to fill out this long application of, they ask you all these things so that they can, I guess, match you with somebody of, who's, I guess, ticks similar things to you.
Compatible, yeah.
Yeah. So I did that, and then it gave me a list of results. Yeah, I wasn't feeling any one of them, and that's fine, but I thought like maybe the website will give you a way to navigate and see what else is out there. And look, guys, if any listeners, if you are on Elite Singles and you're like, no, it's easy, I like it, email in or message us on IG and let us know how you did it, because I won't ever say I'm computer savvy, but I'm not an idiot, like it just wasn't user friendly. That's what I thought. So I was like, and some of the people that were messaging me, so without going over into all my details, I'm in my 30s, but fresh, when you're 30 and you're fresh, you're more like 25 and fresh. Let's just put it that way. So the issue that I had is some of the people that were messaging me, like one guy was like 41 years. This guy looked older than my dad. My dad was in his 70s. Oh, and he messaged me, and I looked at his picture and I looked at my profile picture and I thought, listen, like I said, moisturize your mind state, because there is no way fresh 30-something-year-old is going to go with dry 40-something. I'm not trying to say anyone in their 40s can't approach me, but you better be in your 40s and looking like you're in your 30s. You better be fresh. I know most chicks, and I'm not trying to be, not trying to be ageist, but I know when I was in my 20s, I wouldn't date anyone who was in their 30s. Do you know what I mean? If I was 21, I wasn't dating anyone who was 39. I thought that's too old. Like, I need someone who's fresh, who's young like me, who still maybe want to go to the clubs and stuff. I was in a different phase of my life. So I know when you're in your 30s, especially when you're mid to late 30s, not to say that you don't go out, but you're more like, okay, look, it's 9 o'clock, I'm getting tired. Do you know what I mean? It's time for my cup of tea and biscuit and bedtime.
Oh my gosh.
You slow things down a lot. You're in a different, when you're in your 20s, you're still working at sometimes what you want to do, your career, you're still going out a bit, you're still out there with your friends and stuff. When you're in your 30s, you're trying to settle down. So I thought, nah, I'm not looking for no one in their 30s. And then I'm in my 30s. I'm not looking for anyone who's in their deep 50s. Because I'm thinking, if I marry this guy, when we get old, when we get old, I ain't gonna be pushing that bitch in his chair. I'm not gonna be pushing him and rolling him around. We need to be around the same age, and we get a carer, and that person's gonna push us both. If I'm still young and fresh, he's gonna be expecting me to wipe his bum. Do you know what I mean? Get the bedpan. I ain't
just get past the dating bit
all right.
first,
Okay. Okay, so that's my mindset, yeah.
Scary.
So my thing is, I'm like, nah, guys, I just came off that. I couldn't navigate it. I didn't like the old granddaddies that were messaging me. I thought, hell to the no.
Okay.
So I contacted Elite Singles. I said, refund me now. So, they sorted that out. So I came off that and I thought, right, let me just stick with the free ones for now.
So did they write anything about themselves at all?
Listen, I just look at the age.
Just going by picture and age.
Okay, you see how she is. Yeah, I don't care because if you're 41, it's gonna be in bed by 10, in bed by. Already know what it is. I don't want to know. I'm looking at your face, thinking me and you, nah, we don't match.
Yeah,
and
that's
I know.
only a couple. That wasn't even all of them.
Listen, I don't care. But the ones that they matched me with, I didn't think were compatible. And like I said, I didn't see where I could navigate and just search. You know,
Yourself,
it wasn't user friendly for me. Maybe, hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. But I didn't see where it was user friendly, where I could just navigate and such. So I didn't like what was there. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be my real self and go on the free, navigate the free ones, So I've really been on Plenty of Fish. That's the one I've really been on because you can do a lot on there and not have to pay a penny. Navigate on there. I saw some people actually know on there and I'm like, hell no, to the no, am I contacting you? So, you can message on there. You can see, like, people can click that they want to meet you. They can message you. You can, you can look at people's profile, and it's very, very detailed. You can see if they've got kids, if they've got a car, what star sign they are, how tall they are, what they do for a living. Obviously, that's what they're telling you. It doesn't mean that that's what it is. And really, guys, and people might judge me
Catfish for a reason.
People might judge me and say, like, oh, how can she say this? But I'm not really looking to date anyone who's got kids. So that's always something I look out for. Not to judge anybody. I'm not looking to be anyone's stepmama. I want, I don't want the money.
Boat,
I'm coming like this. I want, the other person to come I don't want anyone coming with their baggage, and I don't want to now have to, it's bad enough I'm going to try to convince your mum to like me. Now I've got to convince the kids. Hell to the no. So, I've
this
met
is
a
Princess P.
So,
For a reason, right?
I've, been on there, guys, all the messages I've had. Hello, baby. How are you doing? Oh my God, I saw you and something just clicked in my mind and said, this is the one.
No
guys,
way.
Well, some of the stories, Iffy, baby. That's what one of them said. Iffy, baby, how are you doing this afternoon? I was so busy today. And when I saw your picture.
That's an uncle one, isn't it?
When I saw your picture, my world just stopped.
Ew.
Guys, you know what? I just thought, bitch, you better listen. Look, mine is not stopping right now. Oh, I like you. Can we get to meet each other? Can we get to know each other more?
Oh my God.
I don't look. My philosophy is if I'm not feeling you, and I will have a look at some of their profiles. If I'm not feeling you, then the answer is no. And on there, you can also say whether you're just dating but not looking for anything serious, or you're looking for you're looking for serious, or you're looking to get married. You can say all that. So for me, I don't even care how much I like the person's picture. If it's got on there, not looking for anything serious, guys, I don't even bother. I'm just look, I'm not playing because really what you're trying to say is you want booty call. That's it. So guys, so guys, I've had a mixture. I've had people who've been really cool and really nice. I've had people who are just like, let's just take this straight to WhatsApp. And I'm like, if you get those ones that just go asking straight for your number, avoid, because they're doing that with everyone and they just want sex. That's it. And if that's not what you're looking for, and I wouldn't be on there for that. I don't want to catch no diseases or nothing like that. And that's a straight up disease, straight there. So, so I've got, I've had someone who I feel.
I'm sorry.
So I've had someone who I was chatting with who I really, really liked, and it was a blatant catfish. The pictures were grainy. That's also another telltale sign. The guy was extremely good looking. You saw you showed you the picture. Extremely good looking.
Hot.
You got the body, you got the
tats.
But I was very suspicious, and his profile kept getting deleted, and that's when I was like, okay, you know what? Look, the jig is up now, kind of thing. So that one didn't message me back, which hurt me because I thought we were gonna run away together, get married, have children. But it's fun. It's fun.
Excited.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. So I'm still talking to, and guys, I'm not discriminating. I'm talking to a whole bunch. But it's really, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the black guys ain't got no game chat. Do you know what I mean? They just don't. So, the little vanilla flavored ones, are coming to me with proper chat, So those are the ones I'm
not
kind
so
of
thirsty.
Yeah, and they're just chatting, like normal kind of thing. And I'm like, baby, I don't know if you're ready for this hot chocolate. But, so guys, it's been very, very interesting. So like I said, I'm just at the baby stages. I'm not planning on meeting anybody just yet. We'll see how that goes. But obviously everything that goes on with it, I'll be bringing to the podcast, and
Sharing.
Yep. So so at the moment it's 50-50 at the moment, but I am doing planning to go on speed dating and really, really put myself out there to kind of get feedback and whatnot to bring to the show. So right now the status is I'm still single. so if you guys know anybody who's good looking, who makes a lot of money, who can really handle a chocolate bitch, then message the show, email into us and let us know. Send the picture, send the CV.
Definitely send a picture.
And I will get back to you on that. But no, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, I'm chatting to a few different people. But right now, I'm just at the point where I'm like, look, I'm open. Yeah. I'm open, to, seeing what's out there and stuff. And, we'll just go from there. But people just need to be. And then, what I will say, because I've got a little bit more time left on my section, is there was one guy, mixed race guy, very good looking. We messaging each other. He's like, hey, sexy. Now, listen, I'll let someone say, hey, sexy, if their picture look good. If they look sexy, then they can tell me I'm sexy. If they look like a granddad. Listen, my mum will be sexy to them. Anyone's sexy. So this guy was like, oh, hey, sexy. I was like, hey, how you doing? So he was like, I'm liking your pictures. I'm like, yeah, I like yours too. So, he's like, how you finding plenty of fish? And I was like, yeah, it's okay. A couple of creepies on here, a couple of weirdos, whack jobs, fake profiles. But, in general, it's okay. I'm still new to the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, I know what you mean. I've had to block people. There's been so many people just saying all sorts of absurd things, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. I said, wow. He goes, yeah, even the girls are just as bad. I was like, okay. So, like I said, we had just a little bit of chat. And then he said to me, look, no pressure, but, the chat on here is not that good, which is not. He was like, here's my number. If you don't mind, if you've got WhatsApp, it'd be easier for us to talk about WhatsApp. Okay, so no pressure, I totally understand if you don't want to do it. It was just very polite. And I thought, you know what? You have to reward politeness. So I just said, look, normally I wouldn't because we haven't been chatting that long, but, let's, give it a chance. So I called Mad Nick. Mad Nick's like, don't do it. Girl, don't do it.
A couple of minutes ago, what did she just say? Listen, don't worry. Let her finish.
Okay.
I ain't heard this.
So Mad Nick was like, don't do it. And I said, look, he's been very polite. A couple of the people, but we'd actually exchanged a few messages. So it wasn't a case of, like I said before, some of them ask you straight away. They don't even, they say hello. And in that same message where they first messaging you, they said, hi, hello, here's my number. Let's talk, let's call me. Those are the ones I'm saying stay away from. But this one, we'd actually exchanged a couple of messages and he was very polite in his approach. So I thought, you've got to reward politeness. So I said, normally I wouldn't, but okay. So like I said, I called Mad Nick. Mad Nick's like, don't do it, girl. You're in danger, girl. Don't do it, girl. Right. So I was like, look, worst comes to worst, if he gets too much, I can just delete the bitch. Do you know what I mean? And then I can just keep it moving, right? So I give him my number. He messages me. His photo is not on there. Yeah, his photo's not on there. So I had to save this for the podcast. I can't tell you the thing.
If she came to me, she wouldn't have done it. She went to the wrong man.
Listen, I told her. Listen, Nick told me not to.
Nah, you didn't tell her properly.
So, he was like, oh, hey, it's me, the sexy fine guy from POF. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
So I was thinking, it says who? And he sends me his picture, right, from the, and I'm thinking, that's not your profile picture on WhatsApp. And this looks like it could have been taken from anywhere. He's like, send me a photo too.
Ew.
No, guys, no, it was just a photo of his face. So I said, I think he just wanted to make sure I was who I was, even though my picture's on my profile, So I sent him a picture. I said, here you go, just a picture of one of the ones that I've got Insta, not a sexy, please. So he was like, oh my God, you're so effing hot. Oh my God. Guys, yeah, I could just thought, okay, slow down, boo-boo,
See,
so
this is a case where you should listen to your friends. That's what I got to say.
Whatever. So, see, but I wouldn't have anything. Listen, come on, I wouldn't have to bring it to
I get it.
I wouldn't have to bring it to the podcast. I need to let the people know. So, he was like, oh my God, you're so freaking hot. And I was thinking, can you tell me something I don't know? So then, so I just left it. I just put, okay. Then, guys, because I don't, listen, guys, this is the PG alert because, guys, the way the guy was talking, he sent me a very explicit, not photo, just message. No, not photo. Just listen. Had it been a photo, I would at least had a look and entertained. But he said, talking about oral sex, about if I've got a high sex drive, and
You guys could see Snoop's face right now.
Yep, he's good at oral sex, and I need to be good at oral sex too, and blah blah blah. That's just how he gets down, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, this is a bit much. Do you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, sorry, and he must have had an emoji, with the zipped mouth. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to keep real and be up front with you, babes. Ew. The next button was block. Delete, block. Because I thought you haven't even spoke, that whole politeness. Because obviously this guy must be a real POF OG, because he must know that maybe he's gone in straight like that with other girls, and other girls have been like, no. So he thought, okay, maybe if I'm polite and send him a couple of messages, polite, and then boom, go in. So now I'm like, I ain't even falling for that shit, and I don't even believe he was the one in the pictures. And I thought, nah, I ain't going out like that. So I just blocked, delete, and I just kept it pushing.
Because the 20-something her would have been on with it, would have met up with him and blasted him in the face. He's so lucky.
I would have pepper sprayed that
Honestly.
bitch. Yeah.
Should have been like, okay, when we meet him. She would have met up with him, seen it for herself that yes, he isn't all that.
Yep.
He is a catfish, and she would have blasted him. He is so lucky you don't have time for that crap.
Oh my God.
Listen, look, at the end of the day,
It's
entertainment. It's entertainment. It gives us something to be sitting here chatting about. Don't get me wrong.
I appreciate this.
Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. It's like you got to take, I guess, the good with the rough with the smooth. Because I have spoken to some nice people on there, and they've told me like they've had mixed experiences on there as well. Like one guy I'm currently chatting to has said that he actually went on some dates with some people from Plenty of Fish. He said one of them he dated. He goes, it was great. She was the person in the pictures. They dated, and she ended up leaving him for her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was a bit disappointed with that. He said then he met up with another chick, and she was completely different from her pictures. Maybe she knows her angles. Maybe she's working those filters. I don't know. But he was like, oh, hell to the no. You ain't the person. So I think people need to be careful as well. If you're going to do all this and you're going to do the profiles, put some realistic pictures up.
Just be upfront.
Yeah. I don't know, guys, about filters. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know how they work. I don't do filters because, there's just too much for me. So the whole social media thing is a filter. People are just putting up fake things about their life, like, oh, look at me, look, I'm drinking wine. No, I'm really drinking Schlur. There's just too much fake shit out there, and I don't know how to work that stuff. So what I just did, I put up a recent photo of myself. I put up a recent photo, and I wasn't smiling in the photo. And then a couple of people messaged me and said, "Oh, you're looking upset and blah." One guy, I know I told you guys. One guy said to me, "I looked at my face because I wasn't smiling. I looked like somebody had stolen my last piece of chicken." Now,
I love it.
Now, guys, if you saw the picture of the guy was fat. And I thought, bitch, you look like you stole the whole bucket of chicken. Before you now come and talk to me about me getting upset about food. Please, bitch, sit down. I didn't even reply. I just said, you know what, sit down. So, so after that, I just put up some other, prettier pictures of me where I'm smiling. And everyone's like, oh my God, you look so gorgeous. You look so hot. And anyone I've been chatting to properly, I've told them, look, you see that first picture and the third picture? That's iffy, more real life. The one that I've got in the middle, listen, look, that one in the middle, I had my makeup professionally done, it was completely different. I said, we're now getting to chatting and stuff, and you meet me and you think you're meeting that girl, because you're not. You're meeting the first one and the third picture. That's what I really looked like. Because I didn't have purple. This one I got purple lipstick and got a tight dress on, but that's not what I look like every day. So I'm like, I don't want anyone to get it twisted. I would much prefer to go and put the most busted picture of myself up, and then someone go, you know what, I like you, that, and then turn up and look better. Do you know what I mean? Than to be glossy McGlossy, and then they're like, what the fuck? Who are you? You don't want to do that. So I'm not just saying that you put up an ugly picture, put up a decent but more realistic picture. So when they see you, they recognize you. The only thing that should be different maybe is your weave. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. So
what if some of these guys that you obviously looked at the profile like, no, I don't want you, whatever. What if that's just the real them? But they've got more. That's what I was asking. Does this thing like say anything about them or anything like that?
It does, but you guys already know how I stay. You're already listen.
Yeah, but that's the way the guys are judging.
Look,
as well.
Yeah, but everyone's judging each other. Like, you have to pick what you like.
Look, but this is the thing. Now, this is the honest truth. I'm going to give you the real talk. So my friends have always thought, when I say my friends, I mean these two heifers, right? They always think I'm shallow. But check this. There's been guys that have messaged me who I like the look of, and their chat has just been whack. And I'm like, nope. I don't even, I'm not even like, the looks is only going to get me so far. Like, I'll look at the profile picture because that's how you first look at people. You see the profile picture, then you look at the details. Like, they've got some of them have got like an about me. So, you can have a little read and, okay. But me, the picture will be the thing that grabs me first. Yeah. And then I will start chatting to them. And if I don't feel like it's flowing, I'm like, later. But I'm more likely to connect with somebody. I don't mind connecting more with somebody who just looks all right. Looks like, okay, he's decent. He's not no runway model, but he's decent and he's got good chat. Like, I'm engaged in this rather than someone who's amazingly good looking, but you're chatting and it's like, oh, God. Yeah. So that's where I'm kind of, I feel like I'm giving people a chance. There's people that, Queen P, 20 years old, I wouldn't even give 1 second of my minute to. Whereas now I'm like, you know what? He looks like he's got a nice face. He looks like he might not be necessarily what I would pick, but he seems like, decent. So let's just see how we chat. And, and guys, there's been people I've messaged and they're not messaging me back. I guess they're using the same principle that I have. They're not messaging me back, then, do you know what I mean? Then I guess they don't like me. And that's fine. Cool. Don't waste my time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there was one girl's going to message, very good looking guy. And he was like, I'm looking for my white princess. I just quickly exited the thing. I was thinking, boy, I am far from white.
Wow.
Put it out there though. Don't waste my time.
But exactly, I was like, boy, that ain't me. So, do you know what I mean? So it's like, guys, if you want entertainment, if you are bored at home, go and you're single. Start on the online. And
Plenty of Fish.
Yeah. Like Plenty of Fish is the one that I would recommend because you can have the most interaction with people kind of thing. And you can contact, whereas on Tinder,
did you find
have to like...
Anyone? Okay, never mind.
Because to be honest with you, I've not really been spending too much time because I've been mainly on Plenty of Fish because there's just more chances to interact with people. Whereas with Tinder, you have to be a match. Like they have to like you, you have to like them, and then then you can message. You can't just message people like that. Whereas on Plenty of Fish, it's also got like a Tinder type thing where you can swipe, but it's also got a thing where you can search. You can put in your criteria, what you're looking for: black man, athletic build, blah blah blah, and it will give you all of those. Age range. It will give you all of those. People can also like click and say they want to meet you. Like, and you can have a look at, they want to meet me. Okay. But if you actually want to have a look specifically, all the people that want to meet you, you have to pay. Okay. Whatever. Or you can just have a look through, like they have all these suggestions, prospects. You can have a look through there, click on someone, look, and then message them direct. So it's a lot more interactive and it's a lot cheaper because you don't have to pay shit. Do you know what I mean? To start interacting with people, which is good. But obviously, because it's free and stuff, you're going to get a lot of the fake profiles and... Do you know what I mean? But I just think be suspicious of, not to say that somebody can't be good looking and be on and be fake profile, but people have to be mindful. Okay, people have to be mindful. So guys, that was just round one of Diary of a Single Chick. Okay, so the next time I'm on here, hopefully I would have ever met, gone on a date with somebody or, have some proper prospects and I can give all their details on the podcast. And, if anyone wants to go on Plenty of Fish and check them out, then they can do.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yo, now it's my segment, Hot Pepper Soup.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so couple of mentions from previous tours. It's been confirmed, obviously, that our two queens are in fact pregnant.
Woo woo!
We're talking about Cardi B and Kenya Moore.
Yay!
We're very happy. So Kenya, obviously, as we said last time, you know, on the reunion, she, I thought it was a bit strange the way the announcement was made, because she didn't actually announce. And when they asked her, so are you pregnant? She was like, I was like,
we are expecting a boy or a girl, and blah blah blah.
But you know, congratulations to her. Some people are still a bit skeptical about, you know, whether or not she's actually carrying. But obviously later on the bump will show if she's the one carrying or whatever. Sheree didn't exactly look too happy. Everyone else was clapping,
hating.
But y'all see Sheree was just like, I ain't impressed, bitch. I've had so many. Ain't nothing new. But no, really, really happy for her. It's something about when a woman's always wanted something, and especially in that a blessing like that, and they finally receive it. It's like every woman that wants it should be able to have that. So well done to her. Cardi also performed and showed hers.
Yeah.
You're not happy?
Look, everybody knows, and I've always said this, I have loved Cardi from before the world loved her. I saw her on Love and Hip Hop, and I liked her from the first time I saw her, and I was telling people about her. I was like, you know what? She's got a crazy personality. Like, I hadn't heard any of her music at that point, but I thought, she's got a real big personality. I like her. I like her as a person. But I just think... I just think it's like the age, and it's like you've just started going, you know, like your career is so big right now, and the way the world is so fickle. Like you can be hot today and tomorrow no one gives a damn, you know. But she said, I mean, I saw on her Instagram and I thought, hey, fair enough. She said, look, you know, I got big, you know, I got big and no one believed in me.
I was going to read that out to you.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, that's fine. I was just like, you know, if you were just going to end there, I was about to say, well, Cardi's got something to say, but I'm glad you read it yourself.
Yeah, I saw it and I thought, no, she's right. You know, she said she got big when no one believed in her. Do you know what I mean? And now that she's got a baby depending on her, what do you think, that she's not going to go big?
Give up.
No. And I was like, boy, so, you know, she's going to fight even harder now because she's got the baby. So, you know, more power to her. But I just think, your baby mother number 4, like, come on, man, use your brain. Not to say anything bad about Offset, but come on, brain.
Everyone thinks differently now, I think, in terms of having kids and stuff like that. So you never know. Like, she might not be thinking long term about it with him. She's just in it for whatever she's in it for.
Well,
so as in, some people don't think, I need to be with a man forever, or he needs to be my husband. They just want to get the best they can get out of whatever situation they're in. So I think a lot of women as well, they just want to have kids. So
fair enough.
More power to them.
I'm happy for her. I think she could do it. And you know, what comes to worst, you know, even if who's to guarantee that even if he didn't have other baby mamas, he would stick around. So you know, so as long as she's okay with it, that's all that matters. You know, in the back of your mind, when you're with a guy like that, I think in the back of your mind you got to think like, you know, maybe it's just gonna be me and this child. What if it's just me and this child? You know, you've got to have that running. You know, that okay, am I gonna be able to be okay with it? And I think she's
fine.
She's happy with this.
That's why she's gonna fight harder.
I'm very happy for her. She's glowing. And also, other baby news that that I've been reading up is that our boy Tyrese's wife is pregnant.
What?
So apparently,
with all that crying he's been doing, now you went acted like that and then went and put one on her. Okay.
Suspectedly, his missus is pregnant. Gonna have. I think they're expecting a baby girl. Is what it's alleged. So
cool.
So happy for him. Hopefully that will calm him down having another.
What? He's gonna cry more, man.
I hope this one don't try and take her away from him. You know, you can see what happens to Tyrease when you try to take his kids. So but congratulations, like to them both. And that woman is a strong ass woman. I'm sorry.
Yep. All that crying and shit.
Yeah. Very happy for him. And we are free to babysit Tyrease. You know we're your girls. So also obviously blowing up like anything at the moment is the whole Khloe Kardashian and Titan Thompson, or whatever his name is, or Triple T as they're calling him at the moment, you know. So, and if y'all don't know, the Triple T is obviously third trimester. Now, the
that is
reason
a bad
why
name.
I love the name. I love it. It's just, I mean, I don't know how these people come up with these kind of things. Like, man, that is so funny. So, okay, so Khloe's man, for all those who don't know, like, I don't know how you don't know, but Khloe's man, current, baby daddy, is has been videotaped with another lady. Basically, he's cheating on her.
Yep,
So,
ladies now.
Yeah. So I think one of it looks like the same lady. I don't know if
Maybe.
you guys saw different. I
saw one video with 2 girls.
Yeah, I saw one video.
Yeah,
with 2 girls. Okay. But the thing is, the one with the video with 2 girls, that was taken back in October. Like I saw that on Wendy.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. And this one that was just
it's
done.
Really recent.
Yeah, it was one.
So
April, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he's got a type.
Yep.
He's got booty type.
Fake booty type.
So now, everybody, obviously, the big deal about it, obviously, is because what's happening to Khloe is what happened to Titan's ex-missus. Okay, so Titan was going with
Geordie.
Yeah, another lady. So she also was in her third trimester of their baby when he got together allegedly with Khloe. Now it's he said, she said as to whether or not their relationship has actually ended at that point, because she was going on as though Khloe stole her man, do you know what I mean, kind of thing. And that's how most people were looking at it, like, oh, how could you, do you know what I mean, kind of thing like that. But Khloe saying that her understanding was that they're no longer together, you know, when she came into the picture. So now it's like, come on, he's done the exact same thing to Khloe now, do you know what I mean? And then to make matters worse, when all of this is blowing up, oh, he's cheating, Titan's cheating, and all the videos are like everywhere. Following day later, Khloe goes into labor. And Khloe has actually delivered on Thursday morning. She had her baby girl. He was present.
Oh, was he?
He was present in the delivery room. I don't know how she allowed him. I don't know, but I guess maybe she's like,
he's the dad.
I'll deal with that later. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's not about this right now. I'll deal with it later. I don't know how Chris and the whole Kardashian clan are gonna water this one down, because obviously they're supposed to be getting married at 2 million wedding plans or whatever. So I don't know, how this is gonna all phase out. But obviously her 2 sisters were on holiday. They all came down. I think so they all came down to support and everything, hearing all of this, and obviously her going into labor. So I'm feeling for her. I don't feel the whole karma thing.
Though.
I'm feeling for her because, like I said, someone who's always been looking, someone who wants that. Do you know what I mean? For whatever reasons, she did not have a baby with Lamar. Do you know? For whatever reasons, but she did want to be a mum. Do you know what I mean? And now, time of your joy, time of your whatever, and this bloody guy, do you know what I mean? But people said, karma's a bitch. So it's a shame, but. Boo-boo, just roll on. Your sister, your sisters are doing it. You've seen examples. If you have to be the only one without a baby dad around, I mean, look what what's her name? What's the older sister? Courtney had to go through with, Scott. So babe, just do your thing with that little one. Yeah.
Look, I like Khloe, and I want to believe that she really honestly didn't know that he was with the other girl, but I just think, come on, all I would say is, look, I like Khloe. I don't want anyone to think that I don't like Khloe. I like Khloe. She's probably the only Kardashian that I actually like.
She's more real.
And she, I feel like I just want to believe that she didn't know, but it's like, come on, like, you're gonna be dating somebody who's got somebody else who's pregnant with somebody else's, with another chick, like.
She could have gave them time. I think you need to give people time in that period. Let the baby come. Go with your baby mama. See if there's anything still there after a couple of months or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. See if you can make it work again. Before, it's like, I think, but then a lot was going on with Khloe, and she just wanted someone. Do you know what I mean? I can see, you know, because she was dating around before she met him, sort of thing like that. And you know, from one to another, who was disappointing and who was not treating her too fantastic, and with Lamar being hospitalized and whatever drama. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
But at the same time, it's like I get what If's saying, like. You know what's going on in the media more than we know, because like if you don't know, I think your sisters will straight up be like, oh, look at this, like this is what it's really about. But again, Chris, don't let the reins go too far. She's gonna do background checks on all these people. So if you didn't know at first,
that lady little drama, I don't think she really
but like at least like Kim's always on her phone or whatever, or her people always around going, oh, actually this is his background or this is whatever. My thing is that the woman's pregnant. First trimester, second trimester, third trimester, they've had sex in the last 6 months to a year at least. So just give them that time. There's other men around. You're a Kardashian. Like you hop off a plane, there's a man there waiting for you at the airport. Like you don't have to go to that one. That's my thing. So I don't think necessarily she did it on purpose or she knew that they were dating and she just jumped right in. But it's like you had choices. You know what I mean? Like you're going through stuff, but come on now, like. Have some, own up to it, own up to some of it, because you're an older woman as well. Like, you know better. Your sisters have been through drama. You're not a child. You're not, what's the youngest one? Kylie. Even her, you can excuse to a certain degree. Do you know what I mean? Rob, brother's gone through all stuff with Black China. And now you come with this. Like, come on. Like, I'm happy for her because I love Khloe. I do love Khloe. And with Lamar, you turn that man's life around as far as I'm concerned. Like, you know, but... With this one, I'm just like, nah, you could have just held yourself down a little bit more. Or just thought, you know what, later on. And then to get pregnant, if you want the baby, like, him of all people, like.
He's good looking though.
He is good looking. Most of them
they could have, my thing is that they could have had, you know, they could have just waited and then just
wait. Like,
and then it wouldn't be so much you stole my man.
Exactly.
Just chill out for half a minute.
But so many girls just don't want to do that. They see what they like and they won't go for it.
Well,
and then they want to cry later on.
He's a sleazebag the way he's looking right now. He might have gone with somebody else, but then that would have been her good luck because do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what? He might have seemed like, you know what, I just. Because right now I'm just questioning, I don't really feel like he's a decent guy anymore with all of this.
Anymore, he's never been. He probably just had booty and that was it. These girls have got pregnant. He's like, damn it. What's this? I don't want no kids. Like, he's got next to go to the hotel, like to 5 a.m. Do you know what I mean? Some next chick. Like, and if she's probably like, maybe she's trying to trap him. We don't even know. But I hope you lot are using protection because before you know, 6 months later, we're going to hear this one's pregnant.
Yep, it's true.
Or some next one's pregnant. Like, seriously, what is going on?
Now, I hear, I don't know if you've got this on Snoop, but I hear that, you know, he's a serial cheater. I mean, you can only see he's a serial cheater. And he wasn't even that, like, I'd never even heard of him before she started date with him. And I don't think he's like I don't think he's like the star player. You know, he's not like Lamar. You know, Lamar was big, but even before Khloe. So apparently, I think he went to work, you know, and they booed him. And
he went to play on the court, and they were booing him.
Yep, good. And what I hear is that they didn't even win. The team didn't even. That makes it worse. They didn't even play him out there for that long. So obviously, people are bringing some negative energy to that. You know, like I remember I was listening to Wendy Williams, and she was like, I wonder what it's like in the locker room. You know, like, so do I would wonder what it was like. But I'm thinking, boy, they're all there booing like, rah.
They will not be congratulating and going, yeah, bro. And they'll be like, you a fool, man. I know what you're doing to the team. Like, you're a bad rep. And again, Kardashians have power to a certain degree. They always say, like,
don't date them.
Yeah, there was like a comment on someone was like, oh, good, ha, ha, ha. Funny, a Kardashian got, what's it called? Like, her face is showing type of thing. Like, she's been humiliated. But it's like,
that's not nice.
You don't forget, though, they still, like, they've got powerhouses. All of them are powerhouses. So for, you know, all their fans will just outrun all his fans and just finish him. So, boy, be careful who you mess with.
Curse of the Kardashian man.
Curse of the Kardashian man.
Oh, no.
Sad.
It's a shame.
Well,
but, you know,
Chris has still got her man.
Yeah. Oh God, that one, please. Oh.
Yeah, no, like Wendy said, the one with the glossy lips and the big hips.
But you know, an interesting thing that I read was that he's Titan's baby mama, the first one, is actually cousins with
Nico,
Kevin Hart's wife. Kevin Hart.
Really?
Missus, yeah. And I was just like, interesting. So there's a family line of cheating in that triangle. Poor thing. So moving on, as big as that is, moving on to other things. Mariah Carey as what do you call it?
What's she up to now?
Well, she has said in recent magazines that she suffered from bipolar. She's been battling.
What's new?
Secretly.
Just joking. Just joking.
When I read it, just like Pam, I was like, that all makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, that all makes sense. I have nothing, mental health is a big issue.
Yeah,
and, it's something serious. But it didn't shock me when I read it. I was like, really? She said she's been dealing with it for the last since 2001, but she's been in denial about it, kind of thing like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's all in the magazine. I didn't go through the magazine, headlines. I was just like, really? And I was like,
that makes sense.
I'm surprised she even admitted that.
But I guess she's like, what have I got to lose? I'm at the end.
Yeah. To be fair, she can kind of just do what she likes now. So,
bless her heart. Yeah.
Wow.
In other news, also, Vivica Fox is still on our man 50 Cent's case.
I think she's in love with him.
She is. So she comes out on Wendy and says that, 50 was actually going to propose to her. He was so deep in love with her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they were, that the relationship was actually quite strong and solid. And that he was actually going to propose. And obviously, our man 50 was just a game.
Oh, did he take to Instagram about it? Did he? Oh my God, what did he say? Because I was going to look, but I didn't.
It was just his usual comment, like, what? But whether I believe it's true, because he didn't really say too much about it.
So he didn't confirm or deny any.
No, but just again, like, here we go again. And I guess it must really kick him because he hates Wendy. So
yeah.
Why are you talking about me to this chick, kind of thing like that? But I was just like, I can't imagine 50 trying to get all serious and whatever.
Doesn't seem. But this is the thing, But I actually think he is like that.
Yeah.
Do you know? But I don't know who is it that told me that he used to date. 50 Cent used to date Chelsea Hadler. You know Chelsea from Chelsea Lately?
Yes, that's true.
And she says like he's like a hood gentleman.
Yeah.
Like she goes, they used to, I think either he came on the show or something like that and they hit it off. And she was like, he was really, really romantic, really, really gentleman. Like
treats them right.
Because the only reason why they split up is because of schedule, that they couldn't see each other all the time. That's it. There was no bad blood. There was no, and you know her, she would say like, what was that? I would never put those two together. But she said he was really, really cool. Like, I was thinking, rad, that is a mix that, boy, I would never, but hey, Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you think those two could ever get back together?
I think that's what she wants.
She's hoping the more
50. Yeah, she's in her 50s now, and it's like
perfect.
She's 50s, and she was on 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like, so
she want more than 50 Cent. She want Power Cent, boy. She wants some of that money.
Yep, I think she definitely wants to get back in there, and I think he's moved on. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, it's hard for guys to go back.
He's in his 40s now. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's harder for guys to go back, and like again, she's just flaunting all these business, and I think if she was just a bit more quiet, a bit more humble with it, then he might take her back, and they could both announce it together. But because she's chasing after him, it's gonna be like, it's not even enticing. It's not even
Nick,
like,
I'm with you on
they
that
like
one.
the chase.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But then again, she saw dollar signs and thought,
that's what I'm saying.
get
She's
that.
like, this man is making money.
No, as in she saw dollar signs. I was like, I need to be relevant. So what do I need to do to be relevant?
Let me
talk about 50. Yeah, that's what people are interested
in.
in.
That's probably why he's half awake as well, because he's like probably thinking, is it really genuine? Does she really want me back?
Because what is she doing that? No disrespect. I love Vivica Fox, but what's she doing that everyone gives a damn about? Nothing.
Plays, I guess.
Yeah,
again, nothing. So
two
can play that game.
Play,
which is nice. And like I said, I'm not trying to stop her hustle, but come on now. The only think that people really would be remotely interested in is her relationship with 50. Come on,
exactly.
Keep it real.
Well, 50, I think you've got a long way to go with this one.
Yeah.
You might need to just tap that one more time.
He should go there. I know he doesn't like paying child support and stuff, and she's menopause, so, if you want to hit it and, not have to write a check for it because, 9 months later, then go for it.
Oh, my goodness. I feel like if he ever went back, my God, she'll be clinging.
Oh, she'll get in that ring.
Yeah.
She'll buy them in herself, innit?
If you see Snoop face.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Lordy.
My goodness. Bless them. Moving on. Marlon Wayne.
Oh, I love this one.
I love Marlon.
I love him. He's so hot and sexy. Even at this age, he's still
exactly.
good
He looks great.
All right, come down the wetness.
Hit me up, Marlon. Plenty of fish.
He's a comedic genius. Honestly, I think he's just funny naturally.
He is,
without anything. Even this whole statement. Anyway, so what's been going on with him is that obviously with pictures have come out or videos have come out with Kim in upcoming reunion, what Kim is looking like, sort of thing. So Kim, I think someone screenshot or snapped, screen it and posted it. So so Marlon made a comment about it and was like, no, we are not filming or looking for extras for white chicks. White chicks too. Sort of thing. And Kim responded by saying, my whole family likes you. We kind of respect you. It's a shame that you're dissing me like that. So I think Marlon then was like, well, it's not just me. The whole world is basically making fun. Do you know what I mean? I just said what they all are thinking.
That's true. Like that, we thought it.
Even your man must be thinking it, when you went for maybe the second, by the 10th one, he was like, please, kind of thing like that. Yeah. But he can't say it to you. So I'm just saying, what others cannot say. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. And I think Kim then went on to, I think she was at the airport with her man. They landed somewhere, whatever, and obviously reporters were there and trying to interview them and so what's all this Marlon thing, whatever. And then the bit that grinds everybody is when Kim made a statement to say the Me Too movement, and everyone's like, bitch, what's this got to do with the Me Too?
Yeah.
What's this got to do with Me Too?
How can he be saying this, especially with the whole Me Too movement thing? Kim, shut the fuck up. You just
no one touched you. No one fucked you. He didn't make a comment about your face. That's all he did. So, when I heard that too, when I was watching it, I was like, come on, and that's how I feel about Kim in general. You have no relevance, no nothing. You just come up with crap. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing? I was just like, what is this? You're not even thinking. You think you're really that important. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing? So, and obviously her man had 1 or 2 pence to say. I was just like, oh, shut up, you bitch. Keep following her in the background, So, so that's it with them. I think she's trying to make it bigger than it is, but I'm just like, Marlon just speaking about you just gave you a little 10 seconds, and that's all you're ever hungry for. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't try and overstretch it with this Me Too crap. So
that's a good reference, though.
Bare rubbish. And on a final note, now I'm only bringing this, and I said it to the girls, like, I don't even feel comfortable bringing this shit into hot pepper soup. Yeah, because my head has been trying to get around what the hell is going on. Now this is the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. And I put air quotes in it because I'm just like, it looks like Nicki's the one mainly beefing, with herself, whatever. Now, if anybody knows and anybody can explain to us what the hell this is all about, because I'm reading comments, I'm reading reports, and I'm just like, now, for my gist is Nicki's having feelings, as she says. I was catching feelings when Cardi said something about her changing her verse in the track they did with the Migos, Motorsport.
So with this, sorry, we're just to interrupt, with this track Motorsport, because I don't know, even though I love hip hop, this new age hip hop I'm new to. So were they all on a
They were all on the track. They all had the spit.
And Nicki, Cardi.
No, they did not record video together. Each person did their own segment separately.
But they were on the track.
They were on the track.
Okay. Right.
So I think it started off with Quavo inviting. Nicki says it started off with Quavo doing it with her. Do you know what I mean? Inviting her to come and spit on the track, kind of thing like that. And then after Quavo said, I think Cardi would be good on this as well, and Nicki was open. Nicki said she was open, kind of thing like that, no problem, And so I think where Nicki is catching feelings now, again, I'm just saying from what I understand of this thing, because I really don't, is that when the record came out and stuff like that. When Cardi was promoting, going about her radio interviews, she must have said something in the verse. And you know how Cardi speaks sometimes. You think, okay.
She doesn't
think.
She just
So she must have said something like, oh, you know, the verse was different. It wasn't what I heard initially, whatever. Now, the actual, and it's true, the verse that Nicki spit is different. She did change it. She did change it. Now I'm thinking, what's that to be upset about? If you changed it and made it better, well, I don't get it, because I don't get hip hop like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, okay, fine. Then what Nicki actually first spitted was out. Yeah. A lot of people saying actually they prefer it better. Yeah. There was no diss, no nothing. And I think she must have even said something quite positive between her and Cardi, as in, like, if Cardi is the queen bee, then I'm a... What car did she compare herself to? Like, you know, one big sports car. Like, we're both balanced, we're both kind of equal. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing like that. So no dissing, no nothing. So again, I'm like, what is this? Is it just because people just need something to beef about? Is it because Nicki just needs to feel like she
relevant?
You know, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this girl, and you all know we're Cardi fans, but I'm just trying to be neutral at the moment. I'm like, look, Cardi's got her star shining at the moment. Your star's not down. Just keep working hard. And do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't see how someone saying you change your verse is enough to start being all hot-tempered and upset about, unless there's something in the background that we do not know also. Do you get what I'm saying? Kind of thing.
Do you know the vibe I'm getting from it? Because I don't know either. I saw one of these guys that does these blogs, this mixed race guy, I can't remember what his name is. But he does a lot of blogging, and he was talking about, oh, I've got the receipts, I've got the original that she had.
Yeah. In Hollywood.
Yeah. Hollywood. I know the guy, but I can't remember what his name is. But the thing is, the impression I'm getting is as if they had the track, and maybe Nicki had her verse and she heard Cardi's and was like, well, I've got to make it better. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because mine's crap compared to... That's the impression that I'm getting, that maybe Cardi was like, well, maybe she got intimidated by my verse and she thought, oh, I had to step up my game and I need to revamp the verse. You know, that...
What's wrong with that?
Look.
Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
You know, my thing is, don't you have other... There's people dying out there. Like, do you know what I mean? Get real. But all I do know is that, especially, no disrespect, especially Nicki, a lot of the time, you're creating beef and you got beef for no reason. And I feel like you say it just to make so that people talk. At the end of the day, hey, it's working. We're talking about her now, you know, on here. You're supposed to be now and almost like a veteran in the game now. Yeah. Why have you got time to be like...
That's what Nicki made a comment as to, you know, like how... She made a reference to how when she was starting, Trina opened door for her, and Trina put her in one of her tracks. And ever since then, she's been like, do you know what I mean? I've never said a bad word about Trina. And she's kind of feel like, this is the same kind of thing I did with Cardi. Do you know what I mean? And I love the way Nicki's full of her. So she was like, anyone would have wanted to work with me, you know, wanted to work with Nicki Minaj. I was like, bitch. You know what I mean? Believe in your own heart, yo. You know, she does, you know, kind of thing. You know, there's a lot. I mean, if you go on there, like, you could hear her speaking on these radios and stuff like that. So she's like, you know, it's like, I was like, yeah, fine, you know, like, yeah, embraced you, you know, kind of thing. And then you're trying to disrespect me, and you know you don't do that kind of thing like that, you know.
Fair play.
And some people were like, well, Nicki, you think you're so da. What about all the others that came before you? How did you acknowledge them? Obviously the Barbies have got their receipts, and look, this is what Nicki said about all those people. She never she never overlooked them. She never said, oh, I'm the, you know, the queen, whatever. She does ignore, because you know there was also Nicki versus Little Kim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was very short lived.
But she's been versing Little Kim, Remy, all of them. Yeah.
So I'm just like Nicki, like, girl, I like the way you believe in yourself. Yeah. Only time will tell who is going to you know, sustain, who's gonna last out there. Keep doing your thing. There's still market out there for all of y'all. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. You know, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, how many hip hop men do we have? And back in the Tupac day, you know, there was beefing, whatever. But there was still floor for them, and there's still floor for you. So do you know what I mean? Let Cardi do her thing. Let you do your thing. Let your music speak. Yep. Do you get what I'm saying? Yep. You know, let this album that you just dropped, because obviously she's dropped her album, Cardi's dropped her. Well, she's dropped 2 tracks. Cardi's dropped her album. Do you know what I mean? Let them battle and speak for themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? What is all of this? Because it just look petty. Like, I changed my verse, so, you know, you shouldn't have said I changed my... what rubbish
Go
is that?
by.
So anyway, if anyone understands it better, I don't even think I want to know anymore. I'm done with this. I said I won't bring it up because it's just foolishness. So but I brought it up because I think some people might be interested, and obviously if you can just
clarify, let us know.
I'll be really, really grateful for my old mental age. All right, peace out. That's my segment.
So I'm going to start with Ready Player One, which is a film set in the future, setting around virtual reality. So obviously nowadays there's a few people, I think 6% of the population are starting to use virtual reality like cameras.
Is
and
that
stuff.
it?
Yeah, it's not a lot, but apparently it's still a lot.
Okay.
And then this film is set in the future where more or less everyone is using it.
Nice.
And they're all living their lives through their virtual selves, basically. So it comes into like a sort of a battle type feel type thing.
I just googled it because I had writing about it.
Yeah, like and obviously it's set around teens. So I was just a bit like, is this gonna be good? And again, sci-fi, is it gonna be good? But I have to say, the film is amazing. The whole cinema was just quiet. We're just focused. Everyone's just like, what's going to happen?
Oh, you seen it already?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, I did ask about it from one of my friends who saw it before. And she was like, it was really good. She took her kids and she was just like, I'll have to take them to be a chaperone because it's like a 12A or something.
Okay.
But then I went to watch it also with my young kids and the film was absolutely great. So I definitely recommend watching it. Even if you're not into that sort of virtual reality stuff, it's actually really good. All of the actors are not like well known.
That's what I was going to ask if there was anyone.
All unknown actors, but they all do so well. Like, and again, the way it's all been set is that you're just engaged in the story. It's not about having the hottest actor that you've known or the actress or whatever.
Yeah,
you're just focused on what's going on.
Cool.
So I'll definitely say that's one to watch. Let us know what you think about that. And again, like, what do you guys think about the whole virtual reality without going too much into the film about people getting these cameras and like seeing through things? That's why the way the future is kind of going. You know, like those head cams that just cover your eyes.
Those Google things and
It's almost like put like a helmet on. Like your nose and your mouth was like free, but your eyes are completely covered.
Foolishness. I think it's good. You know what? When I went on holiday last year, I went on they had one where, you know, like with the headset where they made it like a theme park sort of. Like you got the thing on and you're sitting in the chair and, you know, they got like a roller coaster and you do feel like, you know, you feel like, you know, it's real life. The thing is, I kind of like all of that, you know, like fantasy type stuff. And the reason being is because this is why people like social media so much, because it's a way to escape. Do you know what I mean? From whatever's gone on in your real life, it's a way to escape. The only thing I don't like is that there is still there is still real life. Do you know what I mean? But I guess, you know, if you've got somebody who's quite lonely and who's quite, do you know what I mean, introvert, like, then it's good to maybe, if you see the way these girls are looking at me,
I'm looking at you like this because of the film. I'm just looking at the film.
But do you know what I mean? But it's good to kind of explore, and you know that you I guess you're able to do things because you don't really feel like it's you, so you're able to be a bit more out there. I guess the only thing that I will say is don't get so caught up in that you're missing out on things in real life and you're not really living your real life. And the thing is, even though we're not, you know, the whole world at the moment is not 100% in that extreme in terms of, you know, living their life all like that. But when people are playing computer games, it's almost the same thing. Like they just get immersed. That's why they're doing it, and they're doing it for hours on end. It's like they're zoned out. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because they just get to zone out from their real life. So I feel like for those people who are having a hard time in their real life, it's a nice escapism, but don't forget about your real life. Do you know what I mean? Because life goes on, innit? So that's what I think. Snoop?
I ain't really good until I see the film.
Yeah,
I don't think I really, because all I can see is someone putting a headset on their head and walking down the street. I'm like, that's just ridiculous if that's what we're all gonna be doing. And are they having relationships in this virtual?
Yeah.
You know, so
you can do.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's
you see, it's scary. See where we're going with this. Okay. Well, like I said, when I watch it, I think then I'll be able to, because at the moment I haven't even seen clips of it or been aware of clips of it. So
really
I don't really know. So I'll get back to you on that.
Have you ever seen Judge Dredd before? With
Sylvester
Stallone?
Yeah.
Think like that, but more future. So if you've seen Judge Dredd back in the day,
that was a good film.
then it's that plus more.
Cool.
Yeah, so onto my TV show. So I started House of Cards and Billions only because I'm running out of shows. I'm just like, let me try something different. House of Cards is like based on the White House, obviously, but this is a white president in the time it's been set. It's like a show that's been on for 5 or 6 years now.
It's
so
a white
it's quite
president
old.
right now. So it's been white presidents.
Yeah, but for the past few years we've had Barack. So every time I've watched something, it's always
They've,
like a black president
or a female president, or
Well,
in
it's also
TV
white
shows.
Man again.
Okay, you
And
make it seem like, you know, the whites were the norm. The whites were the norm. Go on. Sorry.
We've got a new norm now. Thanks, Obama. So yeah, it's a white president, and it's set again with a man who's one of his officers, and he's basically been promised to be promoted, but then he's not. He's overlooked. And this man now becomes scandalous. Let me say the word scandalous because he's trying to find ways now to get his way around it. And this film is like, reminds me of Scandal, but obviously not in the sense of like they have a relationships and with the president or anything, but because there's so much deceit taking place in the White House and all of that business. They've got a journalist who, again, you know, might be compared to Monica Lewinsky in her interactions with everyone up in there,
Right.
who's kind of trying to find the truth, trying to make a career for herself, and now she's in line with this officer who's trying to get promoted. So them two are in cahoots, and he's also married. Yeah, so right now he seems like he's invested in his marriage, but again, I don't know what's going to happen. I've already watched 3 episodes, but for this show you really need to concentrate because it is fast paced. They have a lot of hidden dialogue, hidden, you know, that kind of hidden messages, that kind of stuff, so you really need to focus. So the first episode I watched, I was just kind of like I'm not getting into it. But the second and third, I'm like, okay, it's going to take me a bit more time, but I feel like give it a go, because I like, with Americans, people don't really like Americans. I love Americans. You've got the stupid Americans who are from the South, apparently. Then you've got like the normal ones. You can have a conversation with.
South.
But you know, like when they're like, oh, they're so dumb, they're like Taylor trash. Those ones. And you've got the really intelligent ones. Like, I think House of Cards really shows that. It shows that intellect that we all know about. What America says, that they're the powerhouse of the country, of the world. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's a really good show to watch. I think give it a go and let us know what you think.
Cool.
On the flip side of that, we have Billions, which has got Damian Lewis starring in it, and it's basically about this guy who used to be like a little crook or something, not well educated, and now he's a billionaire, and he's done it through stocks and shares,
Nice.
like inside trading, that kind of thing.
Legit.
Well, this is
Okay.
So then you've got the attorneys, like, you know, like the state attorneys who are obviously trying to uncover the truth.
Yeah.
So obviously, but the state attorney who's in charge, his wife works for him, for the billion guy. So it's a bit of conflict of interest. So right now it's like, should they go in? Should they try and intercede? Should they try and uncover the truth, or should they not? At the same time, this billionaire is just living life. Like, this man is just flossing up and down and right, and he's smart as well.
Oh, that's the kind of thing I want to watch.
He is so smart. Like, so since I watched, I was like, damn. I was like, wow. Like, like, Jesus are blubbering. His wife as well, she's a bit like, I'm ride or die for my man. Like, but she's also very quiet, so you wouldn't expect it. So Billions is another good one. I prefer it because it's a bit more gritty, and I like gritty shows, and it's straight away you get into it and you just like, you know what's going on. Whereas House of Cards, it's going to take time for it to build up. So those are the 2 shows I'm watching at the moment.
I'll be seeing House of Cards.
Watching Billions.
Even when you're just talking about, I'm like, that's too long for me, mate. But Billions, let's do that.
Do Billions, definitely. So obviously Housewives reunion has started.
Whoop
Finally,
whoop.
and I was gonna wait for like 3 weeks and just watch them all back to back, because there's 3 weeks of it. But I was just like, no, that's too long. So I started it, the first one, and let me start off with the outfits, because they always have to look good. Candy looks wicked.
Like, I loved Candy's
her hair,
look.
her dress, like, this woman.
What's
is
it?
just
Hold on.
Okay, Snoop is making a face, but I'm closing my eyes.
All I saw was breast, and I was just
she's all. Listen,
they've all got breast implants.
they've all got breast implants, but that's all I just,
that's the most covered up I've seen Candy in a long time. But I thought she looked gorgeous. I would sport that same. I love the high ponytail.
The hair was good. The hair was fantastic, but what were you high-fiving? Because high-fiving what?
Hater.
Hold on, let me go on to it. But Cynthia was then my second.
Cynthia,
like her hairstyle wasn't great, but her dress, like, beautiful. Then came Kenya, the rest of them, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
To be honest, I'm not even sure. Maybe it's because of the yellow. I'm not even sure if I did like Kenya.
It's the yellow.
I liked Kenya's, but I think she wore the yellow because I guess it kind of
the ruching
hide it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I did not like I don't know what's her name was wearing. Sheree.
Looks like what? Genie in a bottle.
Where are you going?
And then when they
and she's like, it's
Gucci
about
her fashion line, I thought,
oh Lord.
So they did another thing is, and he took them all back through fashion, through back in the time. Sheree started off like on top, like one of the ones on top. She's gone down. Yeah. Candy was whoa. But again, she's reversed. A lot of them have reversed, so it was nice to see. Cynthia, I have to say, she is a model by right because she looked good throughout. Like,
it's hard for that lady to look bad.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really difficult.
Yeah. Like, she's gorgeous.
I think Kenya looked the best throughout the years. Like, I thought she looked good from start to finish. But her and Portia, good from start to finish.
Portia looked good. And Kenya as well. Like, she's been a Miss America. Yeah. So, like, her jeans are good. Like, those kids would be good looking.
Nene had one nose and then another nose and then the different nose and then, I like Nene. Look,
I love Nicki. Yeah, I love Nene.
I like Nene now.
But she
before
has
I did not
changed.
like her. Yeah, I did not like her before.
Yeah. So
what about Kim's outfit?
Let's talk
about Kim's on the second episode.
Yeah, let's talk about Party City wig. Okay,
Milo looks alright.
I like Milo's dress.
I did not.
I did.
I just don't like her.
It's really simple though. Yeah. And again, that brings it back to the whole, I think, budgets, because all of them have got different stylists. You know what I mean? Candy's stylist obviously is on point. That's why she looked like that. They've all got styles within their own remit. Yeah. So obviously the whole Candy and Portia thing came again to light about them two, like what's been going on with them and why it's kind of not getting let go. And Portia's like, I've apologized to you. And Candy's like, you're not being genuine. You apologize on the show. You never called me up and apologized. And Portia's like, well, I'm done with it. And I'm like, Portia, I understand, because whether or not maybe you're realizing now, you probably should have just called her up and said, I'm really sorry for what happened. But it's been a year, like, come on. I know like her career will have been ruined, but you have said it so many times in so many ways. Like, it's becoming old now. Do you get what I mean? And again, for Candy, she can't trust you. That's just a friendship. That's never going to work again. Yeah. You know?
I agree. They shouldn't bring it up no more. Done.
Yeah, just done with it type of thing. And then you've got Sheree now being vexed with Portia because Portia told Shamina or whatever not to trust Sheree, like not to trust girls. And she was
Shamina.
Yeah, and Portia, Shamina.
No, that's, I know you don't care, Shamina. Please.
I don't care.
I didn't even hear that.
Anyway, so Portia's now like, I apologize to you about that. Sheree's like, but I've had your back. She's like, but do you trust me? And she's like, no. She's like, well then, so if you don't trust me, why is it a big no that I don't trust you? Fine, you had my back, and that was nice. Again, you might have had your own agenda for that. If you can't let
I'm very glad that Portia stuck her gun there, because
no
one should trust you. Yeah. Absolutely no one has any reason to trust you. Yeah. You have a hidden agenda whenever you're close to somebody. And you're that devil on the sleeve going,
yep.
You know, and then when it comes out, it comes out, you're never the one to say, I knew about it. Because even Cynthia chipped in, was like, but you knew about the whole roach thing. Yeah. And you just didn't say nothing. You didn't call Nene and be like, here's a heads up. And you supposed to be like good friends with her.
Yeah. Or even if she doesn't call her, like, at least tell, what's her name, like, look, just don't, do you know what I mean? Like, delete that, like, blah, 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 blah. But she's not like that. What she does, she gets the information most of the time. She keep, and then she can't wait to run back and, throw the bomb and then hide. Do you know what I mean? When everyone's there squabbling about it. Sorry.
Yeah, but she is though. That's what she literally does. She throws it in and she knows, and she's quite calculated about it.
Yeah.
Because she gives it to people that are not going to then say, well, actually, Sheree told me, and it goes back.
Yeah.
And it's almost similar to what Phaedra did. Do you get what I mean? So it's that underhanded.
Can you imagine those two together?
Yeah, because that's what Phaedra, like, there's one episode where Phaedra did it to Portia, where she told Portia something, and Portia must have said it on the table, and Phaedra was just
sitting there quiet, just
drinking her wine, and Portia was getting attacked at this table, and because Portia's not even thinking, Phaedra's the one who actually told me this, actually hold on a minute, Phaedra, you the one, she's busy defending herself, and I was like, Portia, man, like, come on. Do you know what I mean? Sheree is the same incline, like, so Sheree just needs to stop with that. And then obviously it went onto the whole Nene thing about, I used to introduce you to clubs, I was someone before, and now they started this whole backlash on social media because Nene's like, fine, you got me into a club, but that's for your husband. It's not because of you. Your husband's credentials got me, so you're nobody. But now I am somebody.
I'm the headline.
Like, I brought you onto Housewives 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like, and true. Even now, again, it's probably like through me, you're back on it. You and Kim, and you and Kim decided to go left and leave me right. So my thing is that Sheree, like I think you just got a bit too crazy and up in your own pink hype with that ugly outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you just lost all sort of sense. Yeah. So Sheree apparently is not coming back.
Yeah, good.
I will not miss her.
But I like the shade. Anyway,
yeah,
sorry.
I do like the shade. She got her house. Like, she done well. Like, that's her thing as well. She's done well.
Her house is beautiful.
Yeah, she is,
like, and you know, she has had moments where she seems genuine. Yeah. But I'm just like, you're just a bit too negative. Yeah.
I think she should just pop in, pop out.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah, I don't think she will even do that.
I don't think she will either.
She needs to upkeep that house.
That's what I was going to say. If Sheree, if you've got a mortgage,
allow her to be there.
If
that's the thing, they have to allow her to be there. Not
True.
might want her to be there.
True. But Sheree, if you've got a mortgage, guys, let's help her out. She by Sheree, go and buy her joggers that are out in summer, September, whatever she said it was out, or buy her t-shirts which she has on there, which says "Who gon' check me, boo?" T-shirts, and she's got some books. Look at me, like working like a publicist. Yeah, stop, because I'm trying to help her pay her mortgage. I'm trying to do my bit for charity.
I think she's hoping that Kim will still remain relevant for her to
come back.
So if no one likes her, then Kim,
she better just ask Kim to get loads of money. That's the only way she's gonna get some sort of paycheck out of this. So we've got a few more episodes to go, but so far all the stuff is coming to light, and I'm glad, because last time I was just like, I can't remember to watch Housewives at the moment because there's just too much shade and nothing's really coming out.
Yeah.
So, and even Andy come with it. He's a bit of shade, and I was like,
of
Andy,
course,
you need to relax yourself.
Yeah, you are with your friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's mingling with those women too much.
Yeah, really has
too much. So he's picking up stuff. So I love it coming.
The one-liners you need to watch.
Yeah,
you just watch it because you'll enjoy it better.
It's coming on again this Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah. And
can't wait for that.
2 more weeks of it. Yeah.
No, so this week and then next week, and that's
and then
it. So
one
2
more
more
episode apparently. Or at the end. Yeah, I think maybe I might just be like behind the scenes or something like that.
I ain't gonna watch
that.
Yeah.
Again, listeners, I need your help. Can anybody please explain to me? These girls know I'm frustrated by it. What is the red cup bullshit with Kim?
Oh, alcohol, innit? She's just drinking.
That red cup.
What is the red cup business? Now, I've heard what Mad Nick has to say about it. I've heard what Pam has to say about it, and I'm just like, bullshit.
It's drinking, innit? It's alcohol in the red cup.
Look,
that's what it is.
From what I gather that sometimes she don't like other people's cups and other people's stuff, so she comes in with her own. But look, hey, I don't know. You know, she's crazy, and she's wearing those Party City wigs, and you know, God only knows what's going on with her. You know, so I mean, she looks like she's drinking, because every time I see those red cups and like
everywhere, like even your butt, that's supposed to be Sheree.
And even on the advert, for where she's coming where she's coming in for the reunion, she comes on set with the red cup. Yeah. I'm like, this bitch be crazy.
Yeah, she is.
She's an alcoholic.
That's what it is.
Red cup, wig, red cup, and Croy. That's what she comes. Them 3 things.
At least she's got her back covered. And her
lips. Do you know what? I'm sorry. This last day on the Housewives, when I've seen some of the highlights for next week, the way Nene and Kim are going at it, and Nene is ready to take Kim's head off. And you know, Kim's like, so Nene, I have to say this because it just keeps making me laugh. Nene says, so you've had cancer, you've had this, you've had that, and then you know, Kim's like, I have. So you know, Nene's like, where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? I'm like, listen, that made me laugh so much. You know, she's like, so basically, for all the stuff you've had, how is it you're walking and talking and there's no, fine. You know, did you really have these things?
Yeah.
You know, look, I believe Kim probably did.
Or she had scares.
Yeah,
anything. She had scares or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, they like to stretch it a bit more than what it is. Woe is me, poor is me.
Yeah,
true. Make me relevant kind of thing.
Oh, Lord.
That is true. Yeah. But good luck to them in that next episode. That one I'm going to be tuning in. And Eva comes on the next one as well, isn't it? They tell Cynthia about her man or whatever.
Yeah, it's a whole nother drama.
I think so.
Oh, her and her, really?
I said, are they still
Oh,
yeah. She's still seeing him. Because apparently he was just like, no, definitely don't have another girlfriend.
I don't know.
I don't trust him. He looks...
So Cynthia. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think she's still seeing it. I don't like that guy either. I don't trust him. He's good looking, and that's the only thing I like about him.
Even that, it's just wearing off.
Even that.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that's our Housewives. And then lastly, we've got Roseanne, which is back after how many years? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was a bit skeptical about watching this one because I was just like, how are they gonna look? Is it gonna be funny?
Yeah.
Like, what is it gonna be about? Like, and back in the day, Roseanne and Darlene were like my 2 favorites. Like those 2 just made me laugh, and those 2 my 2 favorites again.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Darlene's older, not taller, but she's older. And Roseanne looks good. Like, she really looks good. The one-liners that they're coming out with, the banter between all the family, and the fact that they got all the family to come back is even better. Aunt Jackie looks like a hack. Like, something's happened to that woman. She look old, man. She look old.
She's got age. Come on, how many years?
Yeah, but Roseanne looks good.
But hold
Dan
on.
looks good.
Aunt Jackie is Sheldon's mum in Big Bang Theory. Okay.
Yeah.
So Anna, hold on. Darlene is Darlene's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I know others. Darlene has been. It's Leonard, didn't it? I thought so. Sorry.
Leonard's
But he's not in it though, is he?
No.
He's not come. They should bring him in.
I think he's coming in. Like, when I look on the next few episodes, it says Darlene and David.
Oh.
So I think he's gonna come in for one.
Oh, that'd be
episode.
amazing.
Yeah, but so far it's said that Darlene's moved away from her ex-husband or whatever, which might be David.
Oh, okay.
But they haven't really spoke about it. She's got these 2 kids. Just watch the episodes.
Okay, I might chime in. You gonna watch
No.
Snoop?
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm
yeah.
gonna watch the episodes because that's one thing to want to think about children.
Okay, let's watch
Spoiler
it.
alert.
Don't spoil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. And the thing is, I think I like Roseanne because she's almost like a black grandma.
Yeah,
Or black,
she's so
or
dry,
like a
human,
or
so
like a black
dry.
mum. And the thing she
Yeah.
does, and when you don't watch it, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna try it. What she does, I'm gonna try it.
Oh
Just
wow,
watch
kids.
it. So yeah, and then Dan's cool. DJ's not really in it so far, and Becky. Right, so there was 2 Beckys in Roseanne.
Oh, with the
Sarah-
good hair.
Literally. There's Sarah Chalk, who was also in Scrubs. When she was dating a couple of the main guy's name was in Scrubs. So if any of you used to watch Scrubs back in the day.
Scrubs, yeah.
But the blondes, the blondes lady, she was Becky in Roseanne after the original Becky was in it. Because the original Becky apparently left because of sexual harassment or something like that.
Oh.
But she said she was going to college at that time. So then she left, Sarah Chalk came in, and then the old Becky came back, who's Lacey something. I can't remember what her name is, but Lacey.
So now they brought both actresses back into the
Yeah, but the original is the Becky. The original
Right,
one.
okay.
So Sarah Chalk comes in as a guest.
Oh.
But it's good to see them both. It's so weird.
But they're playing what role?
No, so Lacey's playing Becky.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Chalk comes in as a guest and is kind of friends with Becky. But I won't spoil it. So it's best that you just watch it.
Okay, cool.
But obviously they put both Beckys on at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Double Becky.
Yeah, so double Becky, and you see it's kind of like you might compare type of thing, but they both do well in their own right. And I did like the old Becky, so I'm not gonna put shade on her. I think she's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely watch Roseanne. Like, it's been a few years, but they've brought it back.
It'll be good just to have
It's
something
hard.
to just chuckle at.
Yeah, you're gonna chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
You are gonna chuckle. And then I watched a bit of In Living Color because obviously it's Bruno Mars friends. I know it's an old song, but I was like, let me just go over some of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
So
Yeah.
watch it In Living Color as well if you've got time, which is obviously set in the 90s with the originals, Kenyon Wayans, Damon Wayans, Jim Carrey's in it. Who else is in it? Can't remember. It's a few other hit makers. That this is when they first started out in their careers.
Yeah.
So yeah, give it a go if you've got some time.
Nice.
Nick?
Yeah. No worries. Well, that's it from me.
Well, you've been
Nice.
busy this Easter.
Well, yeah, that's it from us then, guys. That concludes another episode of the Free PMS Ladies podcast show.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for listening.
I am your girl, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
Nick.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, before we go.
What?
Get at us on IG, Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter. And if you want to email into us, you email into 3pms.ladies@gmail.com.
All right.
Now is bye.
Bye.
Bitch, bye.